12 hours after you've stopped smoking that weed, you're going into a mess. If it's not 12 hours, it's 24 hours. If you stop smoking weed at 12 o'clock today, you'll go through the day, you'll do your crave, and you'll get in bed tonight, you'll have a boss sleep. You see, tomorrow, it's when the battle starts. And you might be sitting there thinking, oh, listen to this soft cunt, a battle. Or he'd like a battle with the weed. You're just a knobhead, what are you even smoking it for? You're not addicted to it if you haven't felt what I'm speaking about. What are you smoking it for, you loser? There's thousands of people in our communities that want to stop smoking weed and they can't. They don't want to admit that fact. But there is hundreds, if not thousands of lads, girls, people up and down this country that would love to be able to wake up tomorrow and not think about smoking a spliff. Fact. Because they know what it's done to their life. They know what it's continuing to do. And that's just cannabis. 21st century smack. That's what cannabis is these days. Cannabis is what heroin done in the 80s. Cannabis is currently doing now to the kids. Yes, Chris. And that's the way they want it. Subdued. Subdued in the mind. You got Shug saying, I want to stop but struggling, but I'm going to stop, bro. But you're right. There's loads of lads like been screaming for years, why hasn't no one opened a weed detox centre? That's where the big dough is, that's where the niche in the market is. Yeah, you see them all putting these medical centres up to sell the weed, but you're not seeing no detox centre for young lads, are you? I know if I had a 12-room detox centre for cannabis, I would have kids coming, getting dropped off by the Mars and Dars on a regular basis. Get my kids off this weed, bam, 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 bam. Because you've got some dads who are smoking weed, encouraging the kids to have a little jabber here and there. Yeah, it's alright, that's just mad behaviour, that. If you're a pothead, encouraging your kid to become a pothead, you don't deserve that child. I know it might sound harsh, mate, but you just do not deserve that child. If you've been smoking pot all your life, you know the ups and downs. You know the illnesses, you know the feelings you're gonna get. To encourage your daughter or your son to participate in that, wow. In it though, it's like you being a full-blown pisshead. You know what condition you're in your 40s, you've been drinking since you were 21, now you're encouraging your son to get on the ale with you every Friday. That's how you started. It's where you started, after work on a Friday, now you're encouraging your son to go down the same path as you. You know what's going to happen to him. Yeah, he might have a job, he might bring money in, he might be able to support his family, but physically, you know the damage you're doing to your own kid. Sick as
now, every day can be a little more special. People
how are you, Margaret? Poison saying they should regulate and tax. You're already regulating tax everything. What are you on about? It doesn't make a difference in your life. Doesn't make a difference in your life. Oh yeah, it does. I don't get me holiday because I'm paying tax. Sounds. Is that making a difference in your life, having a holiday? Not really. Not really, is it? Yeah, it got me out of the country for 2 weeks. I felt boss. Alright, but now you're back. You feel boss still? Anyway, let's keep it flowing, people. Let's move along. Choose a life, not a knife. Darren G. 9:45. If you're able to train, good on you. If you're not, do something. You know, twiddle your fingers. If If you sat there not doing full all day, at least twiddle your fingers, keep your mind sharp. Yes, Kelly MMA. JC Live, Knowles Live. Yes, Neil, Paula. Twiddle your fingers. Well, it sounds easy, doesn't it? Give it a go. Try and do this with your fingers without touching your finger. Go on. You can you? Ah, mate, trust me. Years of practice doing this, look. Pure synchronised thumb work. Same niche. Yes, Benjamin. Leah. Without your understanding it, doing that, keeps your brain sharp. Keeps your motoring skills active. Storm saying frequency. How are you, D-Mac? Try thumbs up. Plug in presents. I'm sound, D-Mac, lad, just chilling. Israeli Prime Minister claims Hamas has backtracked on deal. You know why? They can't provide the hostages. They've probably been given a list. We want these. Trump's 20. We want the American hostages by the 20th. If not, you're getting blew to bits. They've agreed and then found out, shit, that American's dead. We can't say to them they're dead. Yes, Deborah. Storm. It's never going to end, bro. Which math? It's not meant to end. It's not meant to end. Shit like that doesn't end. What's the ending? There's not an ending to such things. It just keeps going. It's either getting better or it's staying bad. Yeah, shit, it's not like a movie. You understand? It's not where people are getting mentioned at the end of the trailer. How are you, Jay? Angela, deep first thing in the morning. It's what people ask, isn't it? It's what people ask, lad. But the world's always been like this. You've always had swathes of human beings spreading out across the world, moving, shifting around. It's like Ireland and the UK is the frontier to it all. It's like Ireland and the UK have been supplying the whole world with immigrants for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And it's continuing now, just in a different way. In a different method of doing it. Years ago, if you were getting kicked out of Ireland to be a slave, you'd be sent to America on a big ship. Now if you're getting kicked to America to be a slave, you're going there with an office job. Same thing. Economic migration. That's what you're looking at right now. Why would you start screaming that we're going to build so many million houses in so many times and then import thousands of women that can't build houses? Obviously we're going to bring loads of men in, aren't we, that can build houses and put roofs on houses and shit. We haven't got enough plumbers, we haven't got enough bricklayers, we haven't got enough roofers in this country, so we're just going to bring 200,000 men in that can build. We're going to train them up, we're going to get them CSC cards so they can work on site. That's basically what it is. The economic slave trade. Paper gambling is saying it's going to go bang. Will it? When? And who's going to make it go bang? Tommy Robinson? Really? He can't do a life sentence. And you need someone prepared to do a life sentence to make it go bang. You're not just going to get a little dickhead like Tommy Robinson that's going to make this go where it should go. Never in a month of Sundays. That's why it's not going to go bang. They'll just take over. Well, Rod, how are you? The wars are never going to stop. The world is war. Since you were born, the world's been at war. Has it not? You're just in a safe part of the world at the moment. So war down here, it is what it is. You know, before you were even born, there was millions and millions of women and children being slaughtered. Since you've been born, there's been millions of women and children slaughtered right round the world, regardless of how they're getting slaughtered. And you think you're still living in heaven. You've done well to survive this. If you pass away naturally, you've done well, mate. The world is what, man. Hope you're good, Daz. Sure am, Craig. Yes, motto mad. You're good, lad. Oh, far alive, mate. But if you manage to get through this period of life naturally and get out the other side unscathed, good thing on you, mate. It's difficult, isn't it? Just getting into 2026 is going to be difficult for millions of people in this country. You aren't celebrating the fact that you've got into 2025. You're all gutted you got here. I'm made up. I'm buzzing I've landed in 2025, and that's what you want to focus on. Not what happened last year, let's leave it all behind. This within this year, what's happening? Different perspective, isn't it? Oh, let's leave that year behind. I hope I don't have another year like that. And then you've got, is right, 2025's coming up. I wonder what the year's going to be like. Who's going to flow more? Yes, Pippa. So I was happy that I got into 2025. You know, let's have a look what happened to me in 2024. You know, I had an attempt on my life. Lucky to survive. Buzzing I got into 2025, mates. I love it down here. I'm embracing this shit. The longer you're down here, the better. I'm telling you. The more you experience down here, the better the afterlife's going to be for you. You won't get none of this experience again in the afterlife. None of it. That's why you want to stay here, you want to be alive, you want to embrace this. It doesn't matter if it's bad or good. Just embrace this process, because you're not going to feel none of this shit ever again. Ever. You'll feel this process once. The next process not going to feel like this. That's me, mate. Damn right. I aim to get into 2026, mate. Defo. I'm already thinking about 2026. Wonder what it's going to be like in 2026. Obviously, we're going to have the wars ongoing, but who will be at war? It's definitely going to be the UK and Russia. Definitely going to be the UK and Russia that go to war next. You're looking at the proxy war You know, we've been funding Ukraine to fight Russia, basically. Now today, Keir Starmer's gone to Ukraine to sign a 100-year deal with Ukraine, defence deal. How are you, Shanty? As soon as he signs any agreement with Ukraine and goes into like this multicultural country type thing, it's just on with Russia, isn't it? The only thing that's going to stop this shit going anywhere is Trump. And it's not stopping it, it's delaying it. If Trump gets into power on the 20th, if it all goes to plan on the 20th, I'm convinced he's going to completely rejig the political process in America so he can stay in power. I'm convinced that Keir Starmer's going to do the same in this country. Keir Starmer's not in for 4 years. He's getting 10 years out of this, that cunt. And he's going to fix things so he stays in there for a full decade. Watch. With the cover-up that's going on, he's been brought into this position for the cover-up. It's only one reason he got started getting through the ranks 10 years ago, and now he's a Prime Minister. He's been placed in that position for the cover-up. Yes, MK. J. A long way